So I have my scary story in front of me and I have it here up on the screen. I'm going to read it with all of my sound effects. I have found sound effects that are in my house, and then I also have some sound effects that I found on the internet, and I have them ready to go. I did a couple practices, so I'm just going to make sure that all my sound effects are back at this starting point of where they should be. And I have them all in line in order so that when I go to read them, all I have to do is click on the tab. I've also printed off the scary story, so I have it in front of me. I have a hard copy in front of me, and I highlighted where every sound effect should be. I've also copied and pasted the link for all of my sound effects so that when I went to go open this document, I just opened and clicked on the link so I didn't have to go find them. And I made sure I did them all in order. So I'm going to read the scary story. You can take a look. We're already recording with a Screencastify, which is what you can use as well. And you can kind of see how I've put it together. So I'm just going to go to my first sound effects so that I'm ready to go. Here we go. The story's called Toes. After school, Sadie stormed out of class, letting the door shut behind her. Molly ran after Sadie. What's wrong? Ugh, do you believe Mrs. Loma? She's so mean, I can't take it anymore, yelled Sadie. What do you mean, Sadie? Molly asked. Sadie tried to catch her breath. She told me I work too hard. Can you imagine? I work too hard? Ridiculous. Oh, I wouldn't worry, Sadie. She just wants you to be happy and not worry too much about school. Who does she think she is? Sadie stomped. Well, I'm going to show her. Wait and see what I do to her. She has no idea that I have voodoo powers. Come on. Sadie, really? Voodoo powers? Get real. Yeah. I once made someone break their arm and they didn't even know it was me that put the spell on them. Sadie retorted. Okay. Whatever you say, Sadie. Now you're just talking hocus pocus. If you're not careful, Molly, I'm going to put a spell on you, too. Ooh, okay, whatever you say. Besides, you better be careful. I heard Mrs. Loma eats the toes of kids, and one kid actually lost all of his toes one time from her. He could never walk properly ever again. Oh, that's crazy. She can't even teach, let alone casting a spell. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. I've got soccer practice anyways. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, fine, see you tomorrow. The next day at school, Sadie was purposely trying to show Mrs. Lama just how lazy she could be and how much little work she could do. Sadie thought, if Mrs. Loma wants me not to work too hard, then I'm going to teach her a lesson. By the time lunchtime came around, Mrs. Loma was clearly getting irritated by Sadie completing absolutely nothing. She made her stay in for all her afternoon recesses, which just made Sadie more furious. She thought, I worked too hard, and you punished me for not working. Meanwhile, Mrs. Loma was thinking, here we go again, another student trying to teach me a lesson. Well, that's not going to happen. She's going to regret that. By the end of the day, Sadie was so worked up that she planned she would cast that evil spell on her after all. It would be perfect, Sadie thought, since tomorrow's Halloween. Mrs. Loma reminded the class about Halloween, and as Sadie was leaving, she planned her ritual to herself so that that voodoo spell would be cast upon her teacher that night. The next day, the students were all in the classroom, commenting about each other's costumes and making plans for the evening, when Mrs. Loma came in with a bunch of brown paper bags, all labeled with different things. One bag said eyeballs, one bag said veins, and another bag said giant fingers, and so on. She placed them at the front of the room when Molly noticed a cast on her hand. What happened, Mrs. Loma? Oh, I slipped and fell and broke my wrist last night, Molly. But don't worry, I'm more than okay. Molly quickly scanned the room to glance at Sadie, but noticed she wasn't there. Molly hesitated for a moment to think, could it be? But then Mrs. Loma started to tell a story about how she visited the haunted house last night down the street and found all of those bags there. She encouraged the class to put their hand inside each bag and feel the creepy contents. But the class was too old to believe that they actually contained real eyeballs and real veins. So the grade eights continued to bug her and say, what's really in the bag? She chuckled and said, okay, okay, I'll tell you. This bag here, it's just full of wet spaghetti, not veins. Oh, and this bag here of eyeballs, it's really just peeled grapes. And this bag, giant fingers, they're just pickles. Oh, and this bag of toes? Oh, good morning, Sadie. Are you okay? Sadie didn't raise her head, only her eyes, and replied to Mrs. Loma, I'm just fine, Mrs. Loma, just fine, as she limped on by.